it's Mike from Balls of Fury, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how we deal with the shedding process here at Balls of Fury. Now, I'm going to show you guys the steps we take during the times that our snakes are in shed to ensure that they have a healthy and perfect shed. Now, stuck shed is something you guys will probably have to deal with at some point. Keeping snakes is just inevitable, but some of these steps will help you guys avoid that and help your snake shed a lot easier. And we're here to help you guys with that. We're here to show you how we deal with the shedding process because it's something that your snake is going to do its whole entire life. And don't mind the stain on my shirt. It gets dirty in the snake room when you're spot cleaning and you're taking care of snakes. So I didn't want to get it dressed up all fancy to come in here and take care of my animals. So please don't mind the stain on my shirt. But let's get into this, guys. So this is day one of the shedding process, you guys, and as you can see, the snake is deep in shed. It's got that bluish sheen to it. It looks very dull. You can see its eyes are very cloudy and blue in coloration, and this is a very stressful time for the snake, so try your best to leave the snake alone. Just check on it and raise the humidity for it. And during this time is when you're going to really want to raise the humidity. I'm going to show you guys how we do that here at Balls of Fury. And the shedding process can actually last from 7 to 10 days. So you're going to want to do these steps throughout the entire process that the snake is in shed. And you're going to want to make sure that you get that humidity nice and high because it's going to make it easier for the animal to shed its skin. And you guys will see a big difference in the coloration of this snake by the end of the video. Now we're going to start raising the humidity for this girl as she goes through the shedding process. Raising the humidity is going to help this girl shed much easier. If the snake's enclosure is too dry or the snake is too dry, she's going to have a tough time shedding and you're going to be dealing with stuck shed. So I'm going to take my mister right here. We're going to take the mister and we're going to spray down this enclosure real quick. And we're just going to get the bedding nice and wet. I'm going to spray some of her hiding places. We'll get that bedding super, super wet. I'm using coconut substrate, which is an awesome bedding for holding moisture and holding water. So it's going to help keep that humidity in this cage. And you just want to get it nice and wet. And even sometimes I'll even spray the snake just a little bit, just lightly, just to give them some hydration because the snake will actually drink the water off of itself. They do this a lot in the wild when it rains, and it's just a good way to keep your snake hydrated. And I'll usually do this once a day and throughout the shedding process. I really won't mist normally, like if they're not in shed, but when they are in shed, I will mist them once daily. And let's see if we can get a close-up of this girl right here. See how she's nice and moist here. That's our hypo clown. Hopefully she'll shed her skin within the next few days. She's now kind of out of that blue stage that we were talking about in the beginning. And once she sheds her skin, I will show you guys the difference. And you'll be able to see quite a difference once that shed skin comes off. But man, this girl is growing fast. I'm super excited for this girl to get up to size. Look at how beautiful the snake is. Just gorgeous. And you can see she's already kind of starting to drink the water that I just sprayed on her. So it's important to keep your snakes hydrated during the shedding process. That is the number one thing you want to do. That's going to help them shed that skin in one piece and help avoid having any stuck shed. But at the end of the day, guys, stuck shed really isn't a big deal. It's easy to get it off. It's just more stress on your snake. So it's best to try to raise that humidity to avoid having to put your snake through stressful situations. And it just makes your life easier as a keeper. Okay, you guys, so today is the day that this snake actually has finally shed, and you can see a huge difference in her coloration and everything already. We're actually going to pick the snake up and try to examine her and actually see if she has any stuck shed on her. It doesn't look like it from here, but you always want to examine your snake and make sure that they don't have any stuck shed on them. You don't want stuck shed on your snake. It can cause a lot of problems. Anyways, we're going to pick her up and we're going to check her out and make sure she doesn't have any stuck shed on her and just check out how beautiful she looks after shedding her skin. And you guys just want to examine the snake, make sure it doesn't have any stuck shed, especially on the eyes. You definitely always want to check the eyes, because stuck eye caps are a pain. But look at how gorgeous this animal looks after shedding its skin. Tail tip is also a commonplace, but it looks like she got everything off. And normally, guys, if you see a full shed in the cage, normally that means there's no stuck shed. but we always want a second look, make sure everything looks okay. And those eyes look pretty clear to me, but man, what a gorgeous animal. Beautiful, beautiful coloration. And this is the best she's gonna look. She's got a brand new, fresh layer of skin on her. She's looking gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. And let's check out that coloration, guys. Look at that. Try to get her head up here for you, if she'll let me. Beautiful head stamp on that animal. Look at that. She's a little bit shy, guys, but just gorgeous. Beautiful snake. And let's check the damage. Let's see what she did. So I'm actually going to remove the snake from her enclosure as she tries to get away from me. And usually, guys, when your snake sheds, it's going to usually go to the bathroom. Hence why I have the glove. We got our trash can right over here. Our trash bucket ready to pick this stuff up. I'm just going to remove the snake for a second, and I'm just going to set her on the table while I clean her enclosure. And look at this, guys. We got a nice shed here. Beautiful. Came off in a few pieces, but no stuck shed. That's our goal every time that we have a snake in shed. And then we're going to get rid of this stuff over here. Put that right in the trash. We're just doing a light spot cleaning, guys, too. Nothing crazy. Just getting that out of there. We'll put some new bedding in here in this area where she defecated. And it looks like that's pretty much it. And we'll go ahead and add some bedding, you guys. Time to add some bedding in there. Get that in there. Beautiful. And we'll give her some fresh water too. I usually just will dump the water right into the substrate just for some humidity. And I'm going to let this cage dry out a little bit though, because I have been misting it while she's been in shed, and I don't want it to be too moist at all times. I want it to be just right, and we'll give her some fresh water, and we'll replace all the hides as well. That right in there. Perfect. All that's in place, and then we'll give her some fresh water, and we'll put her back in there, and we will be all set. We got the snake back in the enclosure, guys. I'm just going to put some fresh water in there for her to drink. Give her some nice new water, and now she's all set to go. And probably tomorrow or the next day, she'll be getting a meal. I usually like to offer my snakes food after they shed their skin, because usually when they go in the shed, I don't even bother offering. Occasionally I will if I have like a leftover rodent or something that another snake refused, but typically snakes won't eat when they're in sheds, so I usually don't even bother offering. So this girl definitely needs to get a meal in her. But man, she's looking incredible. Let's just take a closer look at her one more time on the camera, just to show you guys how awesome the Hypo Clown is. Just a beautiful mutation. Take a look at how beautiful this girl's looking. Just incredible. And I love looking at my snakes after they shed their skin. They look gorgeous. Absolutely awesome. And this girl's getting some good size to her. Really excited for this girl to get up to size next year or at the end of this year. It's going to be awesome to see her produce some babies in the future. But if you guys like the video, please go ahead and comment, like it, and subscribe to our channel. Let this girl go back into her hide. Hope this helps any of you guys that have been having trouble getting your snakes to shed in one piece. Do what I just did, and I promise you guys the results will be really good. Hopefully, you know, if you're keeping them in a tank or a glass enclosure, you're able to block some of the ventilation so that humidity stays trapped in the cage longer, because it will make it a little bit more difficult for you to get that humidity up with a glass tank that has a screen top. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you later. Peace.